Alright dudes, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. This week is going to be different. We are going to be playing on a new patch, so we're going to run through some changes with what I think is going to be cool new stuff for a couple heroes. So, today's team comps are going to be Li-Ming, Kael'thas, Lucio, Falstad, Arthas versus ETC, Jaina, Nova, Deckard, and Alarak. This is just a quick match. I don't like testing stuff in Storm League because points matter to me. And I am going to be trying a completely new build for Arthas. It's not a new build as in like it hasn't existed before, but it is a new build in that it has gotten its effectiveness buffed massively. So I really don't want to go up to the top lane because I think Falstad should be doing it because my team needs a tank. But the more and more that we sit here and do this, the more XP we're losing. So that's great. But anyway, the whole reason that we're playing Arthas right now is to try out his Q build. So his Q talent at level 4 got a pretty significant buff. Nice. Got a pretty decent buff in that it, let's go highlight it. It's called Deathlord. And it used to be that this increased the range and decreased the cooldown, but now instead of increasing the range, it is going to refund the mana cost if you hit a hero with it. So whenever you're using your Q on somebody other than yourself or, you know, structure, it is going to refund the mana cost completely, and it has a reduced cooldown. So what this is going to couple with later on is our Immortal Coil and Embrace Death. So these talents are going to go so super well together that I had to give it a shot because this Arthas build is just really, I think it's going to be good. I think particularly it's going to be good for an offlane Arthas, but in this scenario we're still playing main tank Arthas, so it's you know, whatever. We're going to test it a little bit here against the Alarak. I'm going to see just how much we can get done with it. Obviously we didn't lose any mana there. We're only going to use our E when we go in on him and he's close enough to actually proc it, so the Q basically just makes it easier for us to poke him. So he can only poke with his lightning and with his full combo, right? But our whole kit is made to engage. So if he misses his engage or he fucks up in any way, we can basically punish him super hard. And even beyond that, if he hits us and doesn't kill us, we can still run at him pretty hard because we're going to be slowing down his auto attacks. We're going to be poking him from range for pretty free. So our Q is going to be doing about as much damage as his E, I think. At least for now. If he stacks up, obviously it's different entirely. He keeps hitting me with his combo. I am not doing a very good job of sidestepping it, so that's sad. And we're at about 6 stacks on our level 1 quest. Falstad coming up to give us some help, which is dope. I like it. He's going to eat that full combo. Alarak did not take Show of Force, though, however, at level 4, so he is not scaling. He is... That's really weird. I guess he must have read the patch notes and thought that the talent is bad now, but I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. Totally pushing himself into danger there, and he's not going to have any cooldowns to save him. That's how that works. Falstad, I guess, going to take over the offlane, so that's fine. I don't want to be there anyway. And now we're just going to run it down at the bottom lane. Is that a... Our Q right now is dealing 208 damage. It is going to be doing a significant amount more healing if we use it on ourselves, but we don't get the mana refund if we do it that way. The bad news about that is that Arthas, if he wants to self-heal, if he wants to just stand in the front line with the Xeon as the main tank, the Q build becomes less effective, right? Because you're still going to be chunking a huge amount of your mana to do that. Oh my god, Jaina, just, you gotta stand back. You gotta stand back, friend. The Zerg going to eat you alive. Yeah, but anyway, the Q build kind of makes a new playstyle possible for Arthas, which is really cool. So we can just kind of infinitely poke instead of you know, using our W as the only thing we can really use from range, which I like a lot, because Arthas he's at the end of the day that wall tank, right? He's just going to stand there, wait for the enemy team to engage or engage from a flank. If he just wants to stand there and protect his team, though, if he's got like a poke comp like we do here, this build becomes so much more effective, and it enables the tank to do things that the DPS can do. Ouch. It's eating a lot of damage. I'm trying to get in the way of the skill shots here. Don't. Just stop. Don't go that way. Okay, well, that's a bummer. How did he die? Nova killed him. Yeah, I guess that's my bad. I could have walked down. I didn't walk down, and we have a Kael'thas and a Falstad in the top lane. So that's the thing that's happening. I guess they're going to get the wall, which is going to soften up the map for us on the next objective, which still should be a pretty easy win for us because the enemy team just does not feel like they are very good. Yeah. If you're ever like wanting a free win in quick match, just play tank. Just play any tank, literally any tank. The matchmaker will immediately put you into a comp that's fantastic, and the enemy team, like, people in quick match play tank so rarely that they just have no idea what to do. Gonna hit her with the Q, we're gonna get her rooted with the W because she's gonna walk into it. Lucio is rooted by the Deckard, so that sucks. But here we are. We have hit level 10, and we are going to pick up the Sindragosa because I want this snowball to happen, and I want the enemy team to feel my wrath. So down goes the Alarak, nothing he can do to save himself, and his Deckard Cain just felt like walking away, it looks like. Just gonna keep giving the old slaps to the old man. Gonna hit him with their sword. Actually, he's just gonna get pyroblasted, so there's no reason to do that. Can we rip the Sindragosa on the fort here? It looks like just wait for the minions to get going a little bit. Look at our mana bar too. Like, look at how well we're doing with this. The other talent that we didn't talk about yet is the level 7 talent, which is Immortal Coil, and that is going to give Arthas health back if he hits anything. So if we're hitting a hero with our Q, ooh, nope, he got out of there. If we're hitting a hero with our Q, we are going to get health back, we are going to get mana back, the cooldown is reduced. We're basically spending nothing to use our Q, which is amazing. Got the root on the Nova, she's invisible. Lucio trying to boop her out. Well, good tornado from Kael'thas. We did lose all of our mana, however, so we're basically locked into our Q only, and our trait until we can get some decent mana control back. Trying to get into range to poke Jaina, but I don't really want to commit super hard without my team there. Going to take an easy stack for our W. We are at 17 on a level 1 quest. Once we hit 20, the path is going to freeze and root as well. But at the moment, we just have the double range, which is still pretty good. Let's walk in here. I know they're coming. Yep, there it is. Alarak finishes his quest with the 3-man Q silence, but for his own life. It's not like that's really going to achieve a whole lot for him. Gonna root, gonna Q, don't have any mana now. Slap the Yelk clone for some mana back. And now we gotta leave. We just gotta get out of here. Go on get. And Li Ming is backing as well, so we just want to take our time, get some mana, get ready for another engage onto the beacon here. Jaina is bottom, so we can... Oh, okay. Well, we can just kill him with the old Pyroblast. Looks like he's gone. Boom pow. Nova going to be rooted. She's going to give us our level 1 quest. We're just going to poke her with the Q again. Damn. Damn! try to stop Jaina from going up there. Want to kill the Alarak, but there's nothing that we can do to stop him now because he is away with his telekinesis. Ouch. Kael'thas down. Gonna kill Jaina with Death Coil, though. I love it. Fucking love it! Oh, man. That feels so good. Before this change, I mean, when you're playing Arthas and you're not playing Q build, your Q is purely to heal you. Like, it just does so little if you're not building around it completely. Which is fine. I mean, being a tank, you want to have, like, a panic button in that heal. But playing this way feels so much better. I mean, it's still not, obviously it's not, you know, consistent huge damage or anything, but my god, just, ooh! It's just point and click damage, and it's a heal that you never really have to worry about running out of. I like it. It's fun. It's fun. So Arthas just, he's got a couple builds now. He's got, you know, obviously he can build for his E, he can build for, there's a combination of EW for like what is normal main tank build with Arthas at the moment. But now we've got that Q path opened up a bit better. We've got, you can build obviously full W if you want to. That is a thing that you can do. And there's trait too, which is kind of the more scaling hyper carry Arthas. I mean, it's a hyper carry tank, so whatever that's worth. But oh my god, you booped him out. Looks like Jaina's still gonna die though, so no big deal. We got Merc camps pushing in the bottom. We got the Zerg wave gonna slay the Nova because she doesn't seem to understand that you can't take on all of them Zerg at once. You are just a ghost. It didn't even work in StarCraft. You can't mass ghosts against a Zerg rush. Now we've turned off the building with Syndrago, so we're just gonna let the Zerg rip it up. And then probably look to just end the game before 16 here. Ultimately, that is the power of Syndragosa, so snowballing achieved. We're not even going to hit 16 to get our Embrace Death talent. It's pretty cool. I don't care. Alarak doing the right thing by walking up to us to engage his ultimate, but it wasn't enough. It'll never be enough when you're at a 4 level deficit. Whew. Red team wins indeed. Li Ming taking the MVP with them damages. But I think we're all MVP in my heart, you know. Everybody's the MVP on that team that just stomped the ever-living shit out of the other team. Anyway, here are the talents one more time. We got 7 kills that game. Holy shit. There's no Q talent at 1, which, you know, that's its own thing. So Frost Presence just makes the most sense. Getting this this stacked up makes your character easier to engage with. And then you can also take Rhyme here if you're worried about auto attacks, but nothing about their team made me worry about auto attacks. Deathlord at 4. This just got changed with the last patch. This is the only change that Arthas got in the last patch, BTW. But I feel like it's significant enough to try. So the mana cost is completely refunded when you hit a hero with your Q. You no longer get the increased range, but you do get the mana back, which is dope. Totally wicked cool. Immortal Coil at 7 for the heals, no matter what we do. And if you use your Q on yourself, you get double the healing. Or, sorry, not double the healing. You get 1.5 times the healing. Summon Syndragosa at 10 because we wanted to snowball that because we were on Braxis, after all, one of the most snowbally crazy maps in existence. Frost Strike at 13. This talent tier is kind of up to you. It's just kind of whatever you want to do with it. The reason I took this was just kind of to test it out. This is also the talent tier where you can pick up your reduced armor on your W, or I think it's increased damage for your E. I'm fairly sure that's, I'm pretty certain that's right. But yeah, all 3 of the talents are usable. The number 1's probably the reduced armor on your W because of this talent here, but we were just giving this a shot. It didn't do bad. 16, Embrace Death, because when we hit 16, we want to be able to do that extra damage and extra healing when we're low. So once Arthas hits like a certain threshold of health, his Q is going to deal double damage or double healing depending on who you use it on. And since we have Immortal Coil, it's going to do, up to double both of those regardless. So that's pretty cool in and of itself. Yeah, and then at 20 we would have just taken Syndragosa Roots, or Syndragosa Roots. Taking Anti-Magic Shell against that team, they were just doing so poorly that there was really no reason to worry about it. But there's the Q build. We did manage to at least pick all the talents, so give it a shot. I think it's actually a whole lot of fun, and it can totally be 28,000 damage soaked. It's not much. Not much. But I do think it's a lot of fun, and it changes up Arthas' playstyle a lot for the more fun kind of playstyle, if that makes sense. Yeah, but let me know what you think. I'm going to be back the rest of this week with builds for changed heroes. We may do another set next week too, with the end of the season coming up. I really don't want to play with any more end of season people, because Storm League is just kind of like mind-numbing when there's so many just hard-feeding, hard-griefing players there. But yeah, so we'll do a couple. Lots of people got pretty decent changes. Nazebo and Zagara are going to be two very big changes that we're going to check out. Sonya also got some changes. Diablo. Some healers got changes. I'm not super into healers, but I might give those a shot. So just to give you an idea, the next week or two here is probably going to be quick match, testing those heroes out, seeing what the changes are all about, and then we'll go back to Storm League once everything kind of evens out here. So thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow.